All right. So hopefully I don't have too much of a mess to clean up. So I did wash this out with hot soapy water and dried it so that it would, you know, there'd be no powder residue left on it. So we're just gonna kind of color it in. And I have not tried this color with a black backing. So yeah, I really don't know how this is going to look. So we're gonna find out together. So I am planning on doing another live Saturday night. And I'm gonna try and make the post earlier. God, I hope all these little chunky glitter pieces come out with tape. Because if not, we're gonna have to go to plan B. Oh. And I've been looking, I bought this on Amazon, God, a long time ago. And I haven't been able to find it, so I'm gonna look again, and if I can find it, I will put it in the description box. So the only thing I'm contemplating right now is the cloth goes around, but I don't think I want his whole body to go around. So I'm only going up a little ways with the body part. So that way it's gonna look like he's flat on the cross. So I will get to use my Susie Bug vacuum. I just want to make sure I get the sides. So I'm only kind of going up like this much, you know, like right here. And I'll try and get the rest of that cleaned off. All right, let's let me get Susie Bug here. I love this thing. Susie bought me this. That's why its name is Susie Bug. All right, so let's find some tape and see if we can get this cleaned up. So I think I'm going to mix up 8 ounces of resin. And hopefully we have enough that we have extras. Oh my gosh, guys. This learning the YouTube live thing has been, oh my word. So, I since have done some research, which, you know, you would have thought I would have done before, but nope, I just, you know, I gotta wing it. That's just me. So, I could not figure out how to get back to, like, all the comments during my live, because I'm used to, you know, just doing Facebook lives where you go in and you can see, you know, all your comments. Well, under YouTube, I guess it's different. They're called live chats. So all day yesterday, I was like beside myself why I could not see them. I'm like, we had over 288 comments, and it was saying that I only had like 25 or something like that. And I'm like, what is going on? And I tried going on my computer, and so my granddaughter gets home from work last night at, I don't know, 10:30, quarter of 11, something like that. So I was coming downstairs when she got home to boot my computer up again and see if I could figure out what the heck was going on. So she's like, Meme, what are you doing? So I told her, and she's like, wait a minute. You mean the comments during your live? And I said, yeah, I can't find those comments anywhere. So she's like, bring it up on your phone and give me your phone. So I said, okay. So I brought it up, and she's like, is this what you're looking for? I'm like, yeah. How did you do that? So she showed me, and I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I'm like, so, because I knew I had missed a super sticker, and, you know, I didn't want that person to think that I was ungrateful because I did not see it during my live. And I knew there was one there because my daughter had made a comment thanking her, but then I couldn't get back to it. And I'm like, oh, she's going to think I'm so awful. And so so then I found it, and I said, well, how do you reply back? And Lexi's like, Meme, you can't. And I'm like, oh, well, that sucks. So I did read all of the comments, and and now I also figured out how to like turn my monetization on for a live and add a title. So hopefully the next one is going to be a little bit more informative. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end my screen sharing before I hit the end button this time and see if that makes a difference. Yeah, because again, I could not end my live. So, you know, it's a learning curve, but I appreciate everybody sticking with me through it. So this is actually it's not too bad to clean up. I think it's a lot easier than I initially thought it was going to be. So that is a plus. So we got the storm, the snow. We ended up with about 3 inches, and then it turned to sleet, then freezing rain. And that's what we're getting now is some freezing rain. So the snow has shrunk, but the roads are slick because of the freezing rain. But hopefully we don't have any power outages because there's not a lot of snow on the lines or the trees. So it's just making it miserable for driving and stuff like that. So yeah. But we have another big storm coming in for Sunday, which is supposed to be over a foot. And then more freezing rain. So, yeah. Welcome to Maine, right? So I do just want to clean up that side piece. That. All right, so I think we're looking good. There might be a few stray little pieces, but we might have to just live with that. I don't know. I don't want to take 100 years to clean this off. All right, so what I'll do is I'm going to get my resin mixed up. And while that is mixing and running through the debubbler, I will continue to work on this and I will be right back. Okay. So I've got this mixed up. I ended up using the Let's Resin pre-mixed black because I always forget that I have that. So I actually remembered today. So I'm not going to run it through the debubbler because this has a 40-minute work time, so it's going to degas very well. So let me just try to get these last little bits that I can see. So I went to use this mixer, but my thing needed to be charged. So I ended up having to mix it by hand, you know, which is not a problem, but oh, I wanted to tell you guys, I did some research because remember I told, I don't know if it was on my live or one of my other videos that I had got some new gloves that were protein free. And I've had a lot of people ask, you know, protein free, I've never heard of them. Well, I hadn't either. And then because I needed to order gloves and I saw those, so I was like, you know what? Why don't I just try it? So I've worn them a few times and I have found that when I'm wearing them, like before, the minute my hands would start sweating, they would start stinging. So I was like, you know, maybe. So I was sitting there the other day when I was waiting for one of my videos to upload, and I'm like, wonder what the symptoms are if you do have a protein allergy. So I researched it, and lo and behold, skin issues is one of the symptoms, as well as digestive issues, diarrhea, which I've always had a lactose problem, but it seems to come and go. So I'm starting to think now that it's not the lactose, it's the milk protein. So I've just got to kind of, you know, watch what I'm eating and see if that helps too. Excuse me. I am going to give this a little spritz of alcohol because of all those fine little intricate details. And I am going to try to get that in first and really Let me just take my little tiny brush and just, because that's about the only spot is where, you know, bubbles I think are going to get trapped, is in that face area with this hair and his crown. So I'm just going to try my best to, you know, not have any bubbles in there. And then I'm going to fill this. And I'm going to wait, and there's going to be some stray glitter, I'm sure, but I'm going to give this probably a good hour or two. And I could probably put another 2 ounces in here, but I'm not going to. It's, you know, it's plenty thick. All right, so today is Thursday. So this should come out on Friday. So I was thinking of doing a live on Saturday, just because I don't know how many people would, you know, be home on Valentine's night. So I'm going to plan on going live Saturday night. And I was thinking of maybe doing some UV jewelry, because, you know, that's something that I can do. And while it's, you know, in the light curing, I can, you know, look at the comments and answer questions and stuff like that. So let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested in, doing a UV jewelry live, and that way I can get everything pulled out, you know, ahead of time, and kind of try to be prepared. All right, so I'm going to let this sit for an hour or two, and then I'm going to move it over and put the cover on it and cure it. And then I will be back to demold it, and we'll see what results we got. Alrighty, guys, I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, so we are back. This is all cured. And as you can see, I have been working on getting some of my extras finished, because I've been making them, and I've just been throwing them in like a bowl. So I glued the backs on. I've got, you know, different ones. I put different types of flat back bales on them. I've got some little frogs over here. So I'm going to add a few little dangly bits, and then I'm going to put them in bags. And I've got the axolotls. I forgot all about this mold. I'm going to have to dig it out, because these make cute little keychains. So I've got those, and I had the moon, and I had 2 bears. So those are the, I've just, you know, glued the backs on, and been working on those and cleaning up my table behind me. So let's see what this looks like. I am hoping that the black didn't, ouch, take over and we don't see that glitter. We shouldn't, I'm thinking, but you never know. Okay, so are we ready? So I will have to trim this a little bit, but okay, so he's not bad. Not bad at all. So he's got the, you know, his cloth goes around, but then it's just him. There is a few little floaters, but not too bad. What to do, what to do. I was thinking of maybe doing his hair in gold, but I don't know. There's a few little tiny micro bubbles in his cloth, but other than that, there are none. So I think overall, I wished he had been lighter. Absolutely, I wish that he had been lighter. But now it kind of gives me that, you know, that look of, let's see, and that's the thick, maybe I didn't do it in silver this time. No, because it's got gold in the glitter. So this is the flat tip. Let me, so this one is the fine tip. All right, so let's do the little nail heads. And the one on his foot, and that's a bubble, but we can just get the paint to go into the bubble. And all right, so that definitely shows up. So I'm just going to brush over on the higher spots. So, I mean, you can see the little micro bubbles, but you know, it's not too bad. I think that looks okay. Let's see, do I go around the cross with the gold? All right, let's see. This is the flat tip. So let's try it. If I don't like it, we can wipe it off. hold it, I think I'll have better control. I think that is not too much. It's not, it's definitely not taking away from the piece. If anything, I think it's just giving it a little bit of an accent. So I will do him again at some point here in the near future. Now that I'm starting to get a little bit of an idea of, you know, color schemes. But I would definitely pick something lighter. Or back it with a lighter color, I'm thinking. I did think he would be a little bit lighter than he is, but that's okay. And you'll probably need a few coats, but that's okay. And then we'll just do the bottom here. Come on, Michelle, keep your fingers going here. have to have my pinky resting to get that steadiness. And it's very subtle. It's not, you know, not a lot, just enough where I think it gives a little bit of a highlight on the exterior of the cross. So give me some other color choices, guys, in the comments. Yeah, so I think that is gonna look okay. You know, and obviously the second coat is going to show up much more than the first coat. Sorry, I'm not talking much. I'm trying to concentrate on kind of where I'm going with it, but I think that's just enough of an accent, I think, to kind of bring this together. Yeah. I mean, if we wanted, we could put like a rose sticker there, but I think I'm just going to leave him this way. I think it looks pretty. You know, I think he stands out enough, but not like bam in your face type of thing. And I don't even think I'm going to do the sides. I think I'm just going to do the front. So it will just have that look. Alrighty, guys, that does it for this video. And what I'll do is, after the paint has dried, I will trim the back, and then I'll just put a little picture hanger here. And that way it can be hung on a wall. So yeah. That is kind of how I am going to finish him off. Alrighty, guys. I will see you on the next one. Bye.